It's always a party at Patchworks. Let's get this party started. Woot woot. Hi everyone, this is Julie from Patchworks, and I am so excited that you are joining us for another Must Sew TV tonight here at Patchworks. It is Thursday, January 30th, 2025. I almost said June 30th because, it's been tropical outside. It got up to 55 degrees tonight. Oh my goodness, that was so crazy. Never know what's going to happen in winter in Wisconsin. I know we're going to be getting 3 feet of snow in April this year. I just know it. So I have Kate here in the studio with me tonight, and we have so many amazing things to show you. Make sure you say hi. Let us know that you're here. You can hear us. I see a bunch of you hopped on. Woot, 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 woot. So awesome. And thanks, Pat, for making sure that you were on time tonight. I always take attendance, So we are going to get started with our bundle of the week. And then what we're going to do is we're going to talk about the free pattern that we passed out on Local Quilt Shop Day, and I'll have a link for you for that. We're going to talk about the quilt, the beautiful quilt that's behind me that I showed you before, but then I stopped showing it to you because we ran out of fabric, and then we got more fabric, and now we have more kits that I can show it to you again. We got in a bunch of new fabric lines. I have some more Valentine inspiration, and are you ready for it? I'm going to give you a sneak peek of our 2025 Wisconsin State Shop Hop fabric. Super, super exciting. All right, so let's get started. All right, so we are going to start with our bundle of the week. Woo, bundle of the week. So our bundle of the week is from the Silhouette fabric line for Holly Taylor. And this is also really exciting because we just got a whole bunch of fabrics just for our value section in our back room. And I pulled this collection from some of the new fabrics that I got brought in. So they're new to us, which will be then new to the store. And what I've been trying to do is get really interesting pieces of fabric and even things that go together so that you can even build quilts back there. Of course, we can build quilts from fabric everywhere, but I just wanted to try this out and thought you might appreciate it. So let's take a peek at the gorgeous Silhouettes line from Holly Taylor. So we have 12 beautiful fabrics, and these are grays, charcoals on an ivory. And you can see this print here, this is very classic Holly Taylor. You've definitely seen that print before in different colors, as well as this, is that wheat or floral silhouette? Love the dots. So nice neutral collection here. Let me grab that link for you. And I'm just going to give you a link to our Fat Quarter Bundle deals that have everything that's still available. And this is 12 fat quarters that is value priced at only $24.99. Woo! So exciting. So exciting. So you could just use it for your favorite 12-pack quilt. You could use it as the start of something bigger. You could simply use it as a stash builder because there's such great colors. So limited quantities available, but I just wanted to make sure that you got to see it here first. And if you had wanted to, you can also check out the whole Silhouettes collection in our clearance fabrics available online and in store. We have a few other bundles of the week remaining from previous months, and the think spring bundle of the week. Super pretty, these subdued sorbet colors with this great floral is one that is still sitting on the shelves. I think we have a couple of these left. So that's another really, really great one to pick up. So if you've been watching, you might be checking out and saying, what is that crazy QR code that she has in, on this side of the screen? So on that side of the screen, it is the local quilt shop contest from By Annie's. And I had mentioned something in our email, and I just wanted to share with you what that is all about and give you a link, since excuse me, talking too quick. I sent out the link the night before the contest was open. So the contest is open now through the end of February. And what is the contest for? So the contest is a worldwide contest from By Annie's, and they've gotten a lot of other fabric vendors and other notion vendors to participate and sponsor this to bring awareness to local quilt shops. The really cool thing is that there's different levels of prizes from around the world to even just locally here in Wisconsin. The shop recognition, but also them sending prizes at the shop level. And of course, whatever prizes we get, we will pass on to you. So we hope that you participate in voting, and we hope that we are your quilt shop of choice. So let me get you that link right now. What email, Barb? Okay, so I had sent out an email last week talking about Local Quilt Shop Day, and we can double check to make sure that you are getting our emails. So I know that a whole bunch of you opened it and read it, so I do know that it went out to about 10,000 of you. So hopefully maybe it just went to your spam, but I will check after the show to see if you got our email. Because while we don't send out a ton of emails, we have started to send out a few more because we know you want to hear all about the things that we have to share with you. Okay, so thank you for your vote, and thank you for you all tuning in. Let's take a peek at the quilt behind me. And, oh, Sherry, I just have to post this. So Sherry has posted here. This is really cool. So she says what she likes about the bundles of the week is for $24.99, she literally can make a twin quilt by adding a background or lap quilts without adding. So affordable. Oh my goodness, Sherry, it's like the testimonial. I swear I'm not paying Sherry, but thank you so much for your kind words and for your testimonial on what a great value the 12 fat quarters of the bundle of the week is. Remember, 12 fat quarters is 3 yards. So you can, if you sew it all together, you can get a 45 by 60 quilt. If you add stuff to it, oh goodness, the sky's the limit as to how big it can be. So, great words of wisdom. Let's take a peek now at the Cherish quilt that I have behind me. So I think a few of you have seen this beautiful quilt either in store or in other information that we have shared along the way. This is a beautiful, beautiful quilt featuring the Georgia fabric, and it is relatively simple. It is half square triangles and squares. Okay, nothing too crazy. This is the block, okay? But when you put 4 blocks together, it creates this alternating pattern of this really cool star in the center. And I love it, love it, love it, love it, love it when simple construction creates very clever design. And this is one of them. So this is a 65 by 74 quilt. You will need 4 3/8. Just go ahead and get 4.5 yards for backing. In this kit, you get all of the fabric for the top and the binding, and you do get the pattern, of course. Now this pattern, I believe, is a single size pattern. Let me just open it up and quadruple check so I'm not misspeaking. Sometimes these patterns do give you multiple sizes, but I think this one is single size. Yes, indeed, it is single size. But you can see here that it would be easily scalable to make it bigger. You just would have to maybe graph it out so that you would get the same, you'd get the same pattern emerging, okay? So, very, very fun. And we have put together this collection. It is a fat eighth kit. So the pieces that are in here are 9 by 20. And then you have your background and accents and binding. This kit is value priced at $119.99. So that's a really great price that has everything there. So let me grab for you the kit so that you can, if you were interested in grabbing it. We ran out of them the first time, and I was so happy we were able to get some more. So here we go. Let's see, the system says we have, it doesn't tell us how many we have left. It's a mystery. It's very exciting. Okay, so the link is right there for the Cherish kit. Next up, I think we should talk about our runner. What do you think? Kate's nodding. She thinks we should talk about our runner that's right here. So this runner, I'm going to put this as our Valentine inspiration. So this is, what is it called? It is called I Love You More. It is a free and downloadable pattern from Me and My Sister Designs, and I have it available for you as a printout in store. I also put together these super awesome kits, so you can just grab and go, okay? Grab and go, so you can make it just like Julie. So I actually made this one. I typically have all of my quilting helpers make things, but I made that one, and Angie quilted it up for me. I love, love, love the little super cute quilting design that she did. It's this little heart loop. It's so cute. I probably could pull it down. Maybe I can't. I'm too short. So to be able to show you here the quilting design. Kate's going to grab it for us. Yay, Kate. And it's a little trick because they all just want to see you. So that's really the thing. I'm going to grab the link for you for the pattern, and then what I'm going to do is I am going to give you a link for the kit. Okay, so that's the link for the pattern. It's off of the Me and My Sister website. The picture is, the picture of how I made it is included in the kit. And the kit here, we put together a little collection of what I'm calling Valentine kits. So here we go. $19.99. You go ahead and get 1.5 yards of backing. You would be able to get less if you had wanted to, but the reason why we did 1.5 yards is that way you don't have to piece it, because this runner is 18 by 48. So it's a quilt shop owner's dream, okay? You need to get more than a width of fabric. So if you're gonna get more than a width of fabric, just get the length, and then you have the other half of the fabric that you can do something else with, like make mug mats, which we'll talk about in a second. Okay, so I'm gonna show you overhead the super cute quilt design that Angie used. So, I mean, look at it. It is so tiny. Can you see this in the camera? Okay, I can kind of see it here ever so faintly. It's not super clear. Anyhow, come in store so that you can see it. It's really cute, and I love the tiny, tiny hearts. And I think a few of you always want to see the back, so this is the back. The quilt kit does have in it 6 different fabric for your heart centers, 6 different rectangles for the different rectangles on the side of the strip, 6 different fabrics that you use as your framing blocks, and your binding. So look at that, and the pattern and your picture. So super, super great value. If a runner is not your thing, or maybe you like it so much you want runner and mug mats, or you just want to make little fun things for your friends, I went ahead and made one of the rectangles and finished it off as a little mug mat. If you got the kit, you could make 6 mug mats. I didn't use the extra rectangle here, so I did use the leftover of my backing fabric to make this mug rug. So if you pieced together your light rectangles, you could use it for part of your part of your backing. Otherwise, you still would need to get some backing fabric. All right, so how do you make this? Kate wants to know, right? Kate's like, yeah, how do you make it, Julie? So I'm going to show you how fun and easy this is to make. It is making hearts with connector corners. So you start by taking each of your 5-inch squares that are in your kit for your hearts, and you cut them into 2.5 by 4.5-inch rectangles, okay? So there's just a little tiny bit left over from the, let me make sure you can see it, a little bit left over from the piece that goes in your scrap bag. Then you need to cut from your white accent, your background. You're going to need, for each block, 4 1.5-inch squares and 2 2.5-inch squares. This collection of fabric is a combination of different Valentine-themed fabrics from Moda and Patrick Lose and some Andover, all sorts of really fun things that we just put together into our own curated bundle. First up, what you're going to do is you are going to put your connector corners on the top here. So what I did is I lined up all of my rectangles for all 6 of my hearts that I was going to do, so I had a total of 12 pieces, and I drew my lines from point to point and chain stitched, okay? I stitched with black thread. You don't want to stitch with black thread, but I thought if I stitched with black thread, you would be able to see it better, okay? So we went ahead and stitched it, and it looks like that. So you can see that point to point. Okay. Now what you want to do is after you sew on your point, you are going to cut off your edge. Okay. So you use your ruler and you 1/4 inch trim off here. You have a little bit of scrap and you press it. Okay, just like that. Now that you've done that, you are going to repeat with your connector on the opposite side. Now, I always find that it's better from a bulk perspective to trim off that back part. There is a school of thought that you leave your fabric behind for a number of reasons. I personally subscribe to the belief that you cut the back off. However you prefer to do it is your choice. Now you do have to do these sides separately because you can see here ever so carefully, maybe, that we do end up with an intersection, so you can't do both sides at the same time. Okay, so one side first, cut, press, repeat on other side. So all 12 halves are exactly the same. Now is where we get the tricky part. So for a heart, you need to have a right and a left side, okay? So you're going to want to do one of each print this way and one of each print that way. Otherwise, you have a bunch of broken hearts. So we have sewn half this way, and then we trim and half that way. After your units are together, actually before you trim, make sure that your pairs match. Otherwise, you still would have the opportunity to do a little bit of unsewing and make it the way that it should be to be a perfect heart. And then you go ahead and you connect the halves, and then you have a nice little heart. Okay, now that you have your heart, you can frame it out, and you are going to be cutting from the red frame. You're going to be cutting two 2.5 by 12.5 inch rectangles, a 2.5 by 4.5 inch rectangle, and a 4.5 by 6.5 inch rectangle. These happen to be directional fabrics. You can use them in the same direction, or you can have them be all cattywampus. Your choice. So you're going to connect here and here, and here, and here. 1, 2, 3, 4. And it all goes together nice when you have your seams. And then you have on this side a small rectangle that is 6.5 by 8.5 to finish it off. Okay? If you were going ahead and making a little mug mat, you would keep it just like this. All right. Now, after you have your strips together, you arrange your rows back and forth and back and forth and back and forth so that the hearts are going every which way. Oops, go this way, go this way, go my other that way. Right. Da, da, da. So, super fun. I hope you enjoyed it. Any questions?
Someone asked, did you say all those hearts only took you an hour?
Karen, I don't know that I said that all the hearts only took an hour. Oh, wait, yes, I did say that. The hearts only, 6 hearts took me an hour when I made them on Friday night. That is a true statement. And, oh, Sherry, I love your idea. So Sherry says, let's just buy 2 kits and then put these together, and then you can make a fun little baby quilt. That would be amazing. I think that'd be really, really fun. So all sorts of things. We have a limited number of kits in stock. Let me know what you think about the little 1999 kit of making something like this and having the fabric basically just what you need. So there's really not a lot of room for cutting errors in here. We just thought we'd try something different. A lot of our kits that we have are more fat quarters or fat eighths or something like this, and sometimes you have a lot of fabric left over. But here we did a very tight cut kit, so let me know if that is a thing that you'd like to see more of in the future. All right. Super fun. All right. We will come back and talk about more Valentines in a little bit, but I think we should talk about some of the other new fabric that came in. What do you think? I think so. So first up, we're going to look at Sandalwood. So Sandalwood is a beautiful fabric collection from Three Sisters for Moda. So that is a very elegant floral collection. It came in right after our show. So that was a super fun one. Here is the link for that. And let me get the fabric. We brought in a half collection, all the pre-cuts, and manufacturer kit. Okay, so we'll look first at the fabrics that we brought in. Really, really pretty, very now colors, sort of that dusty desert color. So, nice rose fabrics here, beautiful florals that Three Sisters are known for. This dusty salmon-y rose. I would say this is dustier than some of the other Three Sisters fabric. Could you actually get, Kate, the Three Sisters, the last red one? Like there's a red floral there that's in a different fabric line up in front. I love how she just interprets what I'm saying. So with Three Sisters, we have a lot of very similar prints over the years, and sometimes they just update the color range. So we're going to look and see how the color range has been updated. So we have 20 fabrics in our bundle here, $70 for the fat quarter bundle. I did go ahead and make half yard bundles of this as well. And I just, for reference, wanted to share with you some other Three Sisters. So you can see fabrics very, very similar in color, but a lot of times you have more saturated reds or brighter pinks in the floral collections. So this one definitely is a very soft, muted collection that's on trend. We have a manufacturer fat quarter set in this collection as well. And the manufacturer fat quarter set does have 38 SKUs in it. So there's a total of 38 SKUs in the collection. We do have the jelly roll, charm pack, layer cake, and then this really fun kit. We might have snuck the kit for you. Oh, and here is the manufacturer bundle here. Okay, so we have a very nice balanced collection here, but this just has more. And I did not get any of this light blue in our yardage here. Okay, so there's really more gray and that's total blue that I did not get in our little subset here. So this particular kit, this is a 60 by 80, and kind of similar in construction to the Cherish quilt that I have behind me, where you have half square triangles and squares. So really relatively simple construction, 60 by 80. You have everything that you need in this kit for the quilt top and binding. And this has a really great price of $159.99 for the bigger quilt. Okay. Now, if you were going to go ahead and get a back, I believe it wants you to get 4 yards for a back. Here, let me quadruple check. 4 yards. Nope. 5 yards. 5 yards, and then they're going to have you do a vertical seam. And the reason why it is 5 yards in that vertical seam is that depending on what your width of fabric is, you might not be able to get enough for your long arm quilter to be able to quilt. And we want to make sure that Angie has everything that she needs to quilt your quilt. It also would work with doing that 2 yards of a wide back in order to quilt your quilt. Okay, so that is sandalwood. What do you think? I see a couple different comments on here that you love the soft florals, so that's awesome. And then I'm also checking here that that people love the concept of little kits especially for holiday things. So thank you so much for the feedback, because I definitely want to make sure that I can have fun, exciting things for you to be able to grab and go. And I actually think that I saw a couple people tell me that they even picked up the kit on Saturday and are well on their way to having their table runner finished for Valentine's Day, which is awesome. So, and if you sneak it in, Angie might be able to get it back to you in time, just in the nick of time. Or what you could do is be ready for next year, or you could do something different. But I just love how she quilted this up. It's so, so pretty. So thank you, Angie, for making sure that we are quilted in style, because I just had a flimsy hanging on Saturday. Oi, oi, oi. Good thing Frank didn't see. Okay, so that was sandalwood. What do we have next for you? Next for you, we have ebony and ivory. Ooh, we have not had a more traditional black and white print line for a little bit. The last one that we had in was Writing on the Wall, which was really, really awesome, but that was a little bit more contemporary. And this one here is definitely a little bit more traditional, where it has floral line work designs for you. So let's take a peek at this one here. All right. So this is called Ebony and Ivory. It is from Northcott. I don't have any specific pattern inspiration for you on this one. I just have for you that it is beautiful fabrics. So this one has 11 in it. There are some positive, negative. Okay, so we can see here how you have the positive, negative here, positive, negative here, positive, negative, not there. So these are, so we have two positive negatives, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 that are uniques, okay? So I love this stripe. This stripe is just gonna fly off the shelf. I just know it. I love that it's irregular. It's not just a perfect pinstripe. So, and I love stripes for bindings, whether it's on the straight or on the bias. This would also be a really cool inner border. Just so many great uses for it. I could see actually somebody coming in and buying up most of the bolt just so that they can have that in their stash. So this is an 11 fat quarter bundle. We didn't want to add one to it because we wanted to be true to the line. So this is $38.50 for that. And then we do have half yards of the whole collection as well for $77. So that one is really pretty. Then we have Lucky Day. So Lucky Day is a really fun kids flannel. We didn't put this into kits because it is a unique number of bolts and it's just so cute. So we'll try to find some really fun inspiration that we can do with it, but I just want to show you the really cute fabrics. So it is very, very now because it is lots of gray, and you know today's moms love their gray. So let's take a peek overhead at these, all right? And this is Figo flannel, so it is gorgeous, 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 and the Figo flannel is $12.96 a yard. So this is Rainy Clouds. And then we have just a really generic kind of stripy stripe, very technical term. What would you call this, Kate?
What you said.
She's stripy stripe. So, okay, so stripy stripe, an element of interest. Then we have kind of arrows-ish. We have that with the white background or light background and then with the gray background. And so this light is like an ivory. And so you can see the accent color here is this mustard and this light blue and the gray. So just very now colors. Probably can't stack all the way up to the top, but we'll see how far we get. Here we have like an apple. And then, oh, I love words. You know I love words. Okay, so then here we have good day and be lucky and sunshine and big hugs. And look at that happy cloud. Oh my goodness, happy cloud. So the stuff goes every which way. So really, I don't necessarily know that it's truly directional, but I wanted to see the happy cloud. Oh, look, he's so cute. All right, so I'm going to pass some of these away. And then I have 2 more fabrics to show you. And that is right here. Super, super cute elephants. Oh, so cute. So, so cute. And then we have, oh, little elephant with a balloon. Also super cute. So called Lucky Day. Let me get you the link for Lucky Day. And Linda wants to know if I got the panel. Was there a panel for Lucky Day? Is that what you're asking? This is the fabric that I got. So I believe my order is complete, and then I didn't get to the panel, if there was a panel with that line. So we have been back and forth on trying to figure out which panels to get, because panels are really sort of a hit or miss thing, and so we will continue to try to calculate and do our best for grabbing the right panels. So thanks for asking. Next up, I am going to show you Red, White, and Bloom. So Red, White, and Bloom, I'm going to grab for you our link to our collection. And it is a new line from Deb Strain, and Deb Strain is so sweet. And she has Red, White, and Blue. Oh, Ebony and Ivory had a panel. Okay, I'll have to check on that one as well, because I thought that 11 pieces was a little unusual, so I will check on that. But we did not receive a panel in stock as of right now. All right, so for Red, White, and Bloom, this is a beautiful collection that has 19 pieces in it. I think 19 and a panel. I don't believe there were more prints. So let me grab all this good stuff to be able to show you, and then I'll show you the really fun pieces. So this is a little bit more whimsical. Deb Strain is definitely known for having a really classic painterly style, and she's one of the fabric designers that still paints her fabric lines. A lot of the fabric designs are generated on computer, but Deb is one of them who does all of her designing by painting. So that's always really fun whenever I'm able to see a sneak peek of what it is that she's been working on. So let's take a peek overhead at the collection. So we have this great floral and some nice coordinates. This white on white has a ditzy, is this print on cream. Then we have some flags and flowers and stripes. Oh, that's a nice stripe. I like that one. And then we have the floral in red, some red stars, the little print, little sweet daisies. This color might actually be my favorite of the flowers. Flags in blue, stars, and then with the black background. So really, really pretty here. Really, really pretty. I'm going to take a quick sip of water here. You never know what you're going to get on Must Sew TV. It's live, so we just don't know. We have our jelly rolls and our charm packs and our layer cakes. So the fat quarter bundle with the 19 fat quarters here is $66.50, and the half yard tower is $133. Then we have the panel, and the panel is really cute. Super, super, super cute. So you can see here, red, white, and bloom with a great bouquet in a cute bucket with a cardinal, right? That's a cardinal. super sweet, and some stars. So very, very nice. And I'm even going to give you an idea for what you can do with the panel. So with the panel, there is a kit called Happy 4th, designed by Coach House Designs. And Coach House does a lot of designing for Deb Strain fabrics. So Deb Strain designs fabric. She is not a quilt designer. So she works with people who design really amazing stuff for her. So that here is all kitted up for you. So it is panel with stars and stripes in between. Super, super simple. It's a 36 by 48 kit. You need 1.5 yards of backing, not much at all. And your kit is $49.99. Super great. So we put together, I think, 6 of these. So if you wanted to just scoop them up, I know stuff like this doesn't typically last long. And it is live on the site right now. Yeah, I think it is a great collection. Super great. Okay. Now, let me see, what else can I show you? I got more stuff. I got more stuff to show you. All right, so should we look right now? We're going to kind of skip back and forth. I think we should do more Valentine inspiration. Because, you know, Valentine's Day is right around the corner. So, for the Valentine inspiration, we did get in a little bit more Valentine fabric. So I'm really excited that I had the opportunity to bring some more in. And this coordinates with some yardage that we have on the floor right now, and something we had brought in previously, but I was able to bring it in again. So that's really exciting. Some of these things are, you know, more classic as basic kind of things, and I love it. So for the XOXO collection from April Rosenthal, there was a panel, and we sold out of this last year, and so I believe they reprinted this. And can you see this here, Kate?
Yeah, do you want me to hold it?
Oh, sure. So Kate's going to help me hold it here. Okay, so I need to walk more on my side, I guess, so you can see it all. Okay, so this is a craft panel, and you have different smaller shapes here, and then a large rectangle, and then squares, okay? So I'm going to show you some things that you can do with it, and we do have a pattern coming in, again, that has all of the information on how you can do that. But some of the projects that we had from here, so for the small pieces, you can make some really fun little pouches. And Flo had made these for us last year. And here she used the panel even as a lining, but you could double the fun, and you could, instead of using it as lining, you could make 2 different pouches, or you could make 4 different pouches if you just had the design on one of them, right? Super simple. And then we have some pillows here, and this is where you could practice if you wanted to play around with quilting. And these here are the flap finish. You could do it where you have a zipper and finish it with binding, but these were just simply put with the fold over pillows. Really, really fun. And then we got in additional layer cakes and charm packs, or jelly rolls of the XOXO collection. So super fun. Goes along with the yardage that we have. And where we had the Christmas fabric section below the new arrivals on our website, we now have put in Valentine fabrics with the kits first, and then some different fabric lines, including even a section on our Valentine gnomes. So we hope that makes it easy to navigate, to find all sorts of really fun inspiration. We have another kit that we've been working on, and a little bit of a sneak peek at Heidi is working on this quilt kit, or quilt sample, but we did put together the kits. They're finished. It's for the Sunshine and Blue Skies. It's a little fuzzy here. Let me see if I can back it up a second. This has the panel in it and has a really interesting, simple border around the way. It finishes 54 by 62 and requires 3.5 yards of backing. The Garden Dreams Quilt Kit is $99.99. I'm going to include a link for you for that. We will have that one finished in a couple weeks. Hopefully we'll still have some kits left after the sample is done. Otherwise, we'll have a quilt sample for you to buy, right? So that is the Garden Dreams Quilt Kit. I posted the link there, and we still have, we made up some additional fat quarter towers and half-yard bundles and all sorts of great things for you. While we're talking about fat quarters and things, I just wanted to remind you that our fat stack, that is 12 fat quarter bundles, so not our bundles of the week, but the regular fat stacks, 12 fat quarter bundles, we still have them at 25% off. What? Through February 3rd. So that's in-store and online. And you can see the whole selection on the front page of our website. We have a giant image of a fat stack that brings you to the collection of all the fat stacks that we have available. So Heidi was busy cutting, and all of the team members were busy folding over the past few weeks to put together some really great bundles for you. We launched our promotion during our local quilt shop day, and we intended on making so many so that they would last for a promo for a week, and our stack is dwindling, but we still have some really good finds on there, from traditional to contemporary, and a lot of the different palette collections as well. So great 12 packs and at great price. Okay. Next up, I would like to share with you a Fleur kit. So, you know, we are a member of the Tim Holtz palette program, and we just finished up the first quarter. We still have founding spots available, a handful of them left. We continue to carry all the palette and all the new fun stuff, and my rep came yesterday and reminded me to tell you that because we are a palette shop, we also are eligible for other things. And so we have 2 additional wide backs, and then all the seasonal. So his new holiday, Halloween and Christmas, those are only available to palette shops. So of course we're getting it. So anything Tim Holtz we're getting. And we've been bulking up our basics from him. So all of the eclectic elements, the cracked shadow, the worn crock. We've been trying to do some of the different kits that have been presented in exclusive patterns along the way, but we've missed some of the core elements that we had been ordering along the way. So yesterday when my rep was here, we just went ahead and we ordered all the existing basic pieces that we were missing, okay? So we just be prepared. We are going to be like Tim Holtz Central. Super, super exciting. Can't wait to show you all those. But I have this Fleur kit finally in store to be able to show you. So that is this right here. Super awesome. If you are in the club and had asked to be contacted, I believe we've contacted all of you. But we have a bunch of kits available for anyone in the world who wants to buy this. And so, Kate, I'm going to have you come over to this side. We haven't quilted up this sample yet, but I just want to show you what this sample looks like. And so all of the palette exclusive pattern kits. We are kitting up, okay? And if there's something else that you've seen that you would like us to kit up, we can also do that, okay? But this is really, really fun, has some fun applique in it. We have everything to make this beautiful quilt top. And after it is quilted, you will see the sample hanging in the store. It is 68 by 85, and because of the applique and such, this one is a little bit pricier of a kit. It is $199.99. But we have it all here, and it includes the exclusive pattern. The exclusive pattern is only available to club members or with the kit. So if you'd like more information on how you can be a member of our Tim Holtz Palette Program, please send me a message or stop into the store, and we'd be more than happy to fill you in on all of the details. All right. So next up, we have some fun, random new stuff, okay? We love random new stuff. We have a new book in the store called Patchwork Braids. So I love quilted braids. We've had the Venice Table Runner, that's a Quilt As You Go braid. We've done different things with braids along the way. And this book from CNT has a bunch of different projects of braids of different sizes, including small pouches to big quilts. So super fun, $29.95. It is in our new stuff section. We have these super cute socks, these Kathy Holden socks. We've had these in the past, but we got them back in, and so I put them back in new stuff. And then we have a couple patterns. So we have the Stash and Dash here. This is featured with the Bird is the Word collection, and that is colorized on the site, showing you what that looks like. And then Wishes, which is a multi-sized quilt pattern. This is fat quarter friendly, and we got this in to coordinate with the Red, White, and Bloom collection. So that is super pretty as well. And we have a recolorized version on our website. I don't have a picture, I believe, to share. I do not. So I can't pop up a picture to show you tonight, but really cool. And so if either of these designs looked interesting, check out our new stuff, and let me just grab that link for new stuff for you. And new stuff is always positioned right next to the bundle of the week. Oh, I guess I don't have all of that in there. Well, you can save the link so that you can see it after that. Whew, all right. Just click on all the links. Do all the things. Now, before we do our drawings for our, did I tell you we were going to do the drawings? I maybe didn't even tell you that. So we're going to be doing drawings for our prizes from Quilt Shop Day. But before we do that, I want to show you a sneak peek of the 2025 Wisconsin State Quilt Shop Hop Fabric. Woot woot. So the Wisconsin State Quilt Shop Hop is the month of June. Okay, the month of June in Wisconsin for participating shops. Last year we were not participating member. This year we are, and we have a ton of different projects that we are creating for you. And so Clothworks is the manufacturer of our featured fabric line this year. We just received our sample bundle so that we can go ahead and start creating for you. So I'm really excited. So this is first coming in June, but let's go ahead and take a peek. So there is a feature panel, and it features the 4 seasons. Nope, I gotta go this way. I'm all turned around today. So you can see how cute this is, and I love the little cow, and I love the little kayakers, and just super fun, and a corn maze. And then we're going to peek overhead at the coordinates. I think this fabric line is going to go really well with some saturated solids. You definitely can put it with other textured solids, but just I can't wait to show you some of the things that we are thinking about for this. So you have kayaks, little cabins. This I actually think is an ice fishing shanty. We have cabins and scarecrows and chickens. Here's an ice fisher with a raccoon. And, you know, I think I'd be kind of scared if there was a raccoon over my shoulder. I'm just saying. Whew. Some of the coordinates that they have to go with it. Kind of boring, but I really think that color-wise it's nice that there's a little something to go along with it, right? And the red. And then we have some more Wisconsin-y kind of go-withs. So we have a state silhouette in blue and in yellow, so go Brewers. And then we have some words. And so the words, rather than being city names or such, they're more events. So we have months and things. So corn walking. Ooh, I don't think I've ever corn walked. Have you ever corn walked? Okay. I've apple picked. I've ice fished. I've tubed. Pumpkin carve, of course. Shovel. Yes, I've shoveled. Dog sled. I haven't had the opportunity to dog sled yet. Boating. Yes. Hayride. Yes. Plant. Yes. Cross-country skiing. Yes, a long time ago until I fell down. And then I haven't. Ski. I haven't downhill skied. Just lots and lots of fun words for the background here. And you have that in the blue, and then we have it with this red. So, you know, in this red, I don't know. I don't have any copies of the red, but I think this red might go with another designer's red from previous years, maybe. And then we have Made in Wisconsin and Made in Wisconsin. So lots of fun. I can't wait to show you a lot of the stuff that we have going on. So Karen is sad that there's fishing stuff. Don't be sad that there's fishing stuff. So we can do some fun like brewer stuff with our, right? We can do some fun brewer stuff. It'll be really exciting. So be prepared to check out our fun projects that we are designing to be able to share with you. I can't wait to show those to you. So, should we do the drawing? What do you think? Kate, what do you think? Let's do it. Kate's all excited. She's pumped up. She's doing a little dance back there. Do, 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 do. Okay. So many of you visited us on Saturday for local quilt shop day, which was super, super exciting. And before we go on, for those of you that were joining us late, or you just forgot because we talked about it earlier on, up in this corner here, I have a thing saying vote for local quilt shop contest. So that is the Bianni quilt shop contest. And you want us to win because we're going to win stuff. And then when we win stuff, we're going to give prizes of the stuff that we win. Yay! So that's really exciting. Okay. And so this is like bragging rights for the state of like who is like the cool local quilt shop. All right. And then if we get higher prizes, then we're actually featured on the Bianni website in a profile. So that's just pretty cool. For this, for those that came and visited us on local quilt shop day, I said we were drawing for $25 gift cards, and we are drawing for 4 $25 gift cards. Woo-hoo-hoo. So thank you so much to everyone for coming. You can only win once, but you should have only been able to enter once. If for some reason someone snuck around and entered a bunch of times, you're only eligible to win once. All right, first winner, Bonnie K from Elm Grove. Congratulations. Next up, we have Renee K from Big Bend. Thank you very much. Then we have Jason P. from Oak Creek. Congratulations, Jason. And our fourth winner is Claire K. from Wales. So we have people from all over southeastern Wisconsin, which is super exciting. I'm so happy that you helped us celebrate Local Quilt Shop Day. And if you're not local, I hope you had fun celebrating your local Quilt Shop Day somewhere local. Everything I showed you is available in store and online. We have our complimentary pattern for our runner here. This is the Me and My Sister runner, which is available as a free and downloadable pattern on the Me and My Sister website in the free pattern department. We have our new kits that I wanted to show you. Our bundle of the week is Silhouette by Holly Taylor, and also wanted to share with you that that was made up by fabric that's brand new to the store because we just brought in a giant selection of fabrics to stock up the back room so we can continue providing good values to you. We saw some super cute flannels called Lucky Day. We had some black and whites that were ebony and ivory. We had the Moda collection Sandalwood, which are the dusty, deserty roses and blues, steel blues. We also showed you the Fleur kit from Tim Holtz, talked about how we are beefing up our basics, and rather than just bringing them in little by little, we went ahead and made sure that we could order them all. So they're going to probably take a little bit of time for them to get in because of what's available in the warehouse. But everything else that I hadn't previously had on order, I said just make sure it can all come at once because we can't wait for this stuff any longer. So bring it all in. So that's super exciting. And then we have our Red, White, and Bloom. That is a gorgeous collection from Deb Strain. So I'd like to thank you for taking time out of your Thursday evening to spend time with us. If you have any questions or comments, send us a message, give us a buzz, stop in so that we can fill you in or get your input on all the good stuff. Until next week, happy quilting, and we'll see you soon.